Alright guys, so I was going to look for that cover there to put it back on because I'm going to be using the car more possibly, and had a bit of a mouse problem here, but the traps have been good. But what I want to show you is I came to see if that cover was in here. Mice have been outside, the car doors have been closed. Unfortunately, I mean, I keep my stuff clean, but there was probably like one granola bar or something. I can't even, oh, it's a chips bag. I don't even know how it was back here, but look at that. I don't think anything other than mice can do that. So, geez, I don't know where they get in from. But again, those of you that have been watching the channel for years know that under this bench seat, there was mouse remnants from that previous person who stored this in there. It was a nice closed off garage, right? But the mice still get in somehow, either through the HVAC system or the flappers at the back. I don't know. But this car has been completely closed in this garage, as you guys have seen. And I keep the car clean. Nothing major here, just a bit of storage. Everything is still clean and nice in here, but this is very concerning. So, hey, I'm only documenting this stuff in case, God forbid, this car has some kind of electrical issue at some point. I want to always know that this, okay, I'm not going to get ahead of myself, but this is something that has happened here. You guys remember also, we found the back seat stuff. Again, the main reason I'm making this is the joys of having to store a car. Not really joys, I'm using that in a joking way, but these are annoyances that come with cars that you don't use all the time. You don't think of this stuff beforehand or even during. You know, you think, yeah, it's been on a tender for a while. All of a sudden, it's been a month, 2 months, 3 months. And you see people saying, man, I haven't touched this car in years. It happens. I'm not saying I haven't touched it in years, but I've heard of it even with RS4 owners recently that these things happen. Any used car that doesn't get used often. Okay, it's not just an RS4 thing. But you guys remember back here, way back here, there was some mice we pulled out of some crevice back between the first firewall and the second one, the false firewall. I think the first one is called. But yeah, let's see, but yeah, I just wanted to show that. Now let's see if she, okay, so in the process of getting this thing kind of roadworthy again, if you may say, not really roadworthy, it just hasn't been used in a while. This is gonna be the one start I posted on Instagram, and it started after about 6 starts, so the sticky starter solenoid was still doing its bullshit thing. And now I did not put it on a tender to make sure that when I do take it out and I park it, it'll start again. So this isn't the most extreme conditions, but it will be in covered parking when it is parked. I just want to make sure that without a maintainer, the battery is still in healthy enough shape to do its job. So let's see what happens. And I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna take you guys inside for this start because I want you to hear the clicking sounds so that you can distinguish between a bad starter solenoid and other things, like what noises your car will make, because a lot of people might freak out with these kind of things. I should have changed the starter a long time ago. I still should, but it's not that big of a deal for me, and it's a really annoying job just like everything else on this car. So I'll probably do it soon, but just so you guys can also possibly have some sound style bits for a failing starter, the Vallejo starters that you can get for these, not expensive, just a tricky job. I'll keep you guys inside until it fires up. So it could fire up on the first start. It's been about 40 hours it hasn't started, I think, or it will take a long time and you guys will hear all the sights and sounds. So I'm not going to talk as soon as I go into the car, and I'll just say when I'm cycling on and off, if that makes sense. So the previous bit is going to be a bit of a review that I just did. That'll be in the video, and this is current times right now. Okay, so let's see what happens. First attempt, turning to try to start. So you see, there it is for all the people who think the starter thing is all the time. You guys saw it just started there on the first start perfectly. Okay, there's one other person on the forums that's had this issue when I brought it up, but look, the traction control electronic looks like it has spontaneously recovered. I used to be able to push the button and get flashing mode, and then if you push the button again or held it to get permanent traction off, which is that light there, the car would not allow it. It would just, the button would go right off right away. So it worked this time. I mean, the car, I hadn't used it in a while or tried that, but it just worked, so nice.